From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, we're getting to that time of the year. It's just going to be a quick update. We're going to talk about the heat, of course, what's happening with the trends. We're also going to talk about the smoke and kind of the fire conditions in general here. So let's get right into it. Above average highs all week long, but today and tomorrow is the peak of a cooling trend that we are going to be experiencing here before it peaks again on Friday and quite possibly Saturday, with temperatures possibly upwards of 110 degrees for some of the warmer spots in the valley. And of course, the highs will drop again for the end of the weekend and beginning of next week, kind of the up and down trend that we typically see around here this time of the year. All right, here's your valley forecast. Again, the coolest it will be this week will be today and tomorrow. About 100 degrees for Chico, 102 for Red Bluff, and Redding about 103 degrees. Take you off to the mountains where you can see Siskiyou, Modoc County, low to mid 90s. No big surprises there. And for the eastern mountains, mid to upper 90s for your daytime highs. So at least the mountains are steering clear of those triple digits. Now let's talk about that smoke where you've got the flat fire over southwestern Oregon. You get these plumes of smoke as that fire gets more active, and that's when we start seeing more smoke as that north wind right here kind of transports that smoke southward. So here's today at 5 p.m. All of these gray colors, that's just a bit of a haze. You're not going to really smell smoke when what we're looking at here. I mean, that looks really ominous. It's not until you start getting into the reds and those deeper reds and purples that it's getting more dense and you're going to really have poor air quality, much like that poor air quality that we have right here. But these yellows and oranges is when you kind of get in the low end of the moderate range. What I mean by that is it's going to be a little bit more smoky, and you may begin to smell some of that smoke with some of these colors that you're seeing here in Del Norte County. So that's today at 5 p.m. As we go into tonight and tomorrow morning, you see how it begins to spread more into Humboldt County and western portions of Trinity County as well. So you may smell a little smoke in some of these areas as well for tomorrow morning. And then you'll notice a little bit of a spike in that haze here for the valley, but overall, just some haze. I don't anticipate smelling smoke for most of us in the valley, and not to mention many of the surrounding areas here with all of that. All right, so here's your fire potential. And essentially what this is it kind of comes out every day. And these colors right here, the brown color, just means there's a moderate risk for a fire start. So this is when you need to really be careful as far as mowing or anything that can help spark a fire, because it is hot, it is dry out there. And of course, these areas here indicate that there is a low risk. But bottom line, it's just that time of the year we need to be careful in general. So we do have the monsoon moisture down to our south and east. In fact, it did produce a lot of thunderstorms, as you can see here, and rain down in Arizona, where they finally saw a break from the heat over there. Temperatures dropped from well over 100 degrees down into the 80s in just a matter of an hour, thanks to that monsoon moisture and the rain that they saw there. Now, we're not seeing any of that, as again, most of that monsoon moisture is down to our south and east. And as I continue to track the potential for monsoon moisture coming in, well, you can see it's all mainly staying to our south. But as we go into Sunday, this upcoming Sunday and next Monday, see this big area that we have of clouds? This is monsoon moisture trying to work its way in. Now, the overall intensity is something you have to keep monitoring. As it stands right now, Futurecast really not picking up on much in the way of thunderstorm activity, but this is something worth monitoring. We could be looking at the slight potential for some more mountain thunderstorms by the time we get to the end of this upcoming weekend and next week. But again, I'll be monitoring that very closely, so stay tuned. I'll keep you informed. Temperatures today, though, the coolest they've been in a while. 103 degrees for Redding, 100 degrees for Chico, and even for the mountains staying below 100 degrees. So we take a look at that 7-day forecast. We'll start off with Mount Shasta City. The cooler temperatures today and tomorrow, and then a spike. We could get close to, if not right around 100 degrees for both Mount Shasta City and El Turris. But overall, it's Susanville that I think could get up to about 100 degrees by Friday and Saturday. We take a look at the valley. No struggle there to get into the triple digits today, tomorrow, really for the next 7 days. Although Chico, you may get a break and could drop down below 100 degrees, say Wednesday, maybe even on Monday of next week. But overall, you can see the spike in the temperatures for the valley and really Northern California in general will be on Friday. and then temperatures start to dip after that.